Let's recreate this Victoria's Secret inspired angel makeup look, which is so gorgeous and easy to create. You can wear any time of the day. Keep up with the newest lifestyle makeup trends and the latest beauty product reviews on my channel Hajar Beauty. I am Hajar, a makeup artist, cosmetician, and online instructor. I love to help others, and if sharing my knowledge and experience will make you succeed, I'm ready to let you know the steps that worked out for me. I would love to welcome you to my growing beauty community here on YouTube. So if you share the same interests, then please subscribe and hit the bell notification to not miss out on every week's video. First of all, we take care of the skin by prepping properly. I had my serums and moisturizers on this morning, but I'm going to re-moisturize to hydrate my skin further. For the smooth and dewy finish, this step is very important no matter what skin type you have, since hydration is obligatory for every skin. Even if you have oily skin, simply opt for oil-free emulsions. Next, we grab the Perfector 4-in-1 by Maybelline. This product is known to be a lightweight matte foundation. For me, it also does the job of a great smoothing primer. I have a combination skin with my T-zone being oily throughout the day, and I also have visible pores. So to mattify my T-zone and smoothen out the texture of my skin, I applied mainly on those parts. Afterwards, I used the color correcting concealer palette by NYX to color correct my under eye circles. I used the peachy shade to neutralize the darkness and brighten up that part. With the green shade of the palette, I neutralize any red spots on my skin. Our focus is a flawless and luminous base makeup result, so you have to do the prep work before going on to the foundation step. Then we switch to the Perfect Match Foundation by L'Oreal Paris in the shade 3W Golden Beige. I apply it all over the face with the multitasking buffer brush by Alpha Makeup. The 12 set pieces of this gorgeous vegan brush set are in the description box for reference. The foundation is lightweight and hydrating. Its coverage is buildable, yet it feels very light. I apply one even layer and then blend it with the dampened beauty egg to make the results more smooth looking. On to the next step. The concealer we use to highlight our face is the True Match Concealer by L'Oreal Paris in the shade 3 to 5N. This concealer is hydrating and luminous plus lightweight. I think it's the perfect dupe to the Touche Éclat concealer by Yves Saint Laurent. A great match also for dry and dehydrated under eye skin. Once applied directly from its wand, we applied under the eyes and the T-zone plus the chin. To sculpt the face, we use the Fluid Contour one in the shade Fair to Medium by Charlotte Tilbury. I skip applying contour along my hairline on the forehead because my forehead is small. I also skip the nose contouring because my nose is already small as well. But if you have facial features that require you to sculpt them like the forehead, chin, and the nose, then do so because that will help to enhance your beauty further. Now I set my concealer under my eyes as well as on my T-zone with a translucent setting powder. This one is by Laura Mercier and it does its job perfectly with mattifying and setting the products without drying out the skin. Now I warm up my contoured face with the Contour and Highlight palette by NYX. I use the warm brown shade and go over the previous contoured parts. Actually, this palette is used to contour and sculpt the face with, but it really depends which shade you're working with, because the shade I have chosen has a warm undertone and it works pretty good as a bronzer as well. Once applied, I go ahead and apply a little concealer right below my cheekbone, but not on that spot where I applied my contour, just to make the look overall clean looking. A healthy looking complexion always comes with blushed cheeks as a sign of good blood circulation, and to be honest, the look just turns out so much fresher and more feminine. I apply the Charlotte Tilbury matte blush wand in the shade Pillow Talk on top of my cheeks as well as a little on top of my cheekbone to create a lifting effect with the blush on. This shade is perfect for every skin tone and it's exclusively sold on Charlotte Tilbury's website. I have a detailed video reviewing this product and answer your question whether it's worth it. I will link it down in the description box for you to watch. Time to make the complexion luminous and dewy using the Charlotte Tilbury Beauty Light Wand Fluid highlighter in the shade Pillow Talk. I apply the product on the highest points of my face to lift them further, like the top of my cheekbone, nose bridge, and its tip, as well as my chin. Note to highlight only the top of the cheekbone if you have very oily skin that shines right after your makeup application. Otherwise, your whole face tends to look more greasy instead of glowy. Please keep that in mind. To prepare the eyes for the upcoming eye makeup, I also highlight around my tear duct and my brow bone with the same highlighter. This will give me bright and lifted eyes later on. So the next step is to work on the eyes. Here I go for the Instant Pillow Talk eyeshadow palette by Charlotte Tilbury. I choose the first trio shades that suit each other when combined. These warm pink shades will give us a soft, glamorous look overall. So first of all, I apply the bright matte pink shade on the outer edge of the eye. I use a blending brush and blend in sweeping motions, blending any harsh edges away. Then I choose a smudger brush and apply the shade on one outer third of my eyes to connect it with the eyeshadow on top. Then I choose the lightest highlighting shade and start applying it on the inner part of my eye. I finish off the eyeshadow application by choosing the pink highlighting shade on the center of my lid. To blend them smoothly into each other, I grab a blending brush without product on and blend any hard edges away. That's it basically for the eyeshadow application. It is so easy and beginner friendly. Since we work with lighter shades, it is almost impossible to make any obvious mistakes. I love to apply a bright kohl pencil into my waterline because it makes my eyes more fresh looking and big, so I did that using a brightening pan by Essence Cosmetics. You can skip this step or use another kohl liner shade like brown. Next, I complete the look using a lash curler to lift my lashes. I really got used to this extra step before applying mascara. One reason is that the natural lashes are lifted and curled, which make you use less mascara and in general achieve a more clean lash look. Here I keep it simple using a brow glue gel by got2b, my all-time favorite brow fixing gel, which I have a product review video on my channel as well. Link is down below. At the moment, my brows look full naturally, but if you deal with gaps, make sure to fill them in first before fixing. Victoria's Secret models have that full bushy natural brow look, which you can achieve easily without full brows, for example with brow lamination. I brush my brows with the wand in the hair growth direction to fix them, and that's it for the brows. Finally, I use a setting spray to lock in the makeup. We could be done at this point, but I wanted to pimp up the look further. First, using an eye lifting strap, which I, by the way, use in many of my videos. It works like the tapes, but much better because you can pin it to the hair, which makes it less likely to get off your skin, like the tapes, for example. Also, you cover up the straps with your hair and suddenly you have those beautiful elongated eyes without any surgery. Now, to achieve a more cat-eyeish look, I add a pair of false lashes like these by the brand Kiss in the design So Blessed. And finally, we're done creating this gorgeous yet easy Victoria's Secret angel makeup look. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you feel inspired to try out this look. Don't forget to leave this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and leave a comment on what your thoughts are on this video. Thank you so much and see you next week.